Hey Titara, your hitter Tuyi Ogedembe did vote for Tuyi the movie Geek. Eat that ha afnista, your graska Midsommar. English translation. Hello viewers, my name is Tuyi Ogedembe, your host for Tuyi the movie Geek. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Midsommar. I was just speaking Swedish because the American movie Midsommar is co-produced by Swedish production. The story is set in Sweden, but the movie wasn't filmed in Sweden. It was filmed in Budapest, Hungary. Why did they film it there? I have no idea. On July 3rd, I went to the movies to watch Midsommar. When I came out of the theater, I was feeling so lost and confused. What kind of movie did I watch? It left me so uneasy and uncomfortable. This movie is definitely not for me. Before I explain why, let me tell you the story in the movie. The story begins with the lead character Danny, a student who lost her family in a murder-suicide. She becomes emotionally damaged. She needs her boyfriend Christian to comfort her. Christian was about to break up with her, but because of what has happened, he decides to continue the relationship, or perhaps postpone to end the relationship. Christian decides to take Danny with him to Sweden so that she can get over her grief, but it doesn't sit well with Christian's friends Mark and Josh, who are hoping that this trip will be a guy thing. However, their Swedish fellow student Pelle is happy to bring Danny along. Why are the Americans going to Sweden? Pelle invites them to spend the summer with him in Sweden. They're going to go to his village to witness a ritual that happens every 90 years. But by the time they get there, things start to become weird and bizarre, and their summer vacation turns into a nightmare. I can compare Midsommar to Hostel because, like Hostel, Midsommar is about American outsiders invited to an isolated village, but instead of having the best summer holiday, they become victims of torture and murder. I can also compare it to the 1970s classic The Wicker Man. In The Wicker Man, it's about a Scottish policeman who goes to an isolated island to investigate the disappearance of a young girl, but he gets more than he bargains for. He becomes a victim of a human sacrifice. What are my thoughts about this movie? Well, I thought it was the most disturbing movie I've ever seen. It's just left me so lost and confused, like I said earlier. I didn't like all the violent, disturbing scenes, like the head bashing and people jumping off the cliffs, and when they land, they either have their face smashed or their legs broken. And I did not like the disturbing images in the scene where Danny and her friends were experiencing drugs and they are having a bad trip. I just um, I just wasn't comfortable watching all those scenes. And also, what was so bizarre about it was a scene where Christian was having sex with one girl, and he was surrounded by middle-aged naked ladies. Now that's not the most romantic scene. It was really twisted. What did I think about the performances? Well, I thought the actors in it handled everything very well. They gave good performances, but the person worth watching is Florence Purge. She plays the lead character Danny. She gives a terrific performance. I've been a big fan of her since I saw her in Lady Macbeth. She's terrific. She's awesome. I think she's gonna be a great actress in the future. director of Midsommar, Aaron Astor, who got his first big break with his first horror directorial movie, Hereditary. He claims that Midsommar will be his last horror movie he'll ever direct. Let's hope that he's a man of his words. Det hot, ja hoffon idag. Vi ses nästa gång på Tuyi, the movie geek. English translation: that's all I have for today. See you next time on Tuyi, the movie geek. Hey Tara, young hitter Tuyi Ogedengbe, King Ford for Tuyi, the movie geek. Hey Tara, young hitter Tuyi Ogedengbe, King Ford for Tuyi, the movie geek. Eat that, how up, mister? Hey Tara, young hitter Tuyi, the movie. Hey Tara, young hitter Tuyi Ogedengbe, Billboard for Tuyi, the movie geek. Eat that, her up, mister. Your was so close. Hey Tara, your hitter Tuyi Ogedengbe, Billboard for Tuyi, the movie geek. Eat that, her up, mister. Hey. Hey Tara, your Hey Tara, your Hey Tara, your hitter Hey Tara, your hitter Tuyi Ogedengbe, Billboard for Tuyi, the movie geek. Eat that, her administrat, your oh gosh, Glasgow, young Glasgow. Hey Tara, your Hey Tara, your Hey Tara, your hitter. Hey Tara, your hitter Tuyi Ogedengbe, Billboard for Tuyi, the movie geek. Eat that, hard at the start, your Glasgow.